Welcome back, Crime Think Tank family. So glad to be back before you with new content. This is going to be a part of a compilation videos that will be under the playlist entitled Crime Shame. So this is the first video, and this video is going to be about the end of the debate of our President Joe Biden and First Lady Dr. Jill Biden, and it's going to be a reaction video of my assessment of what I heard and what my lenses captured, and how I thought it was very hurtful, it was painful, it was distasteful. And so, firstly, I know some people may be triggered. However, it is saying the quiet part out loud. So I definitely want to hear your honest comments below. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for new content, okay? Because it helps these videos get pushed out. I really am grateful and thankful to our subscribers. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. So go ahead and get your tea, your coffee, your Coke or cola, your soda, whatever that may be, water, snacks, and let's go ahead and get into this. Gentlemen and ladies, what I saw at this debate, now I did watch the whole entire thing. Unfortunately, it did have some good parts. And I truly believe that President Biden as well as former President Trump, they both lied about facts, because I am a person that believes in fairness and speaking the truth all around. So this is not about the donkey or the elephant. This is about what I saw at the end of the debate, and holding the people that I believe should be held accountable. And to me, it starts at the physician, the advisors or the handlers of our commander in chief, as well as President Biden, and then Dr. Jill Biden. And the reason why I'm emphasizing her, because I really, from what I saw and assessed, it really, really hurt my soul. It hurt me because I am a wife, and I really hold this role in high esteem because it was created by God, by Yahweh, our creator. And so I am really, really a staunch a proponent for loving, supporting my husband, ensuring that his health and well-being is, of the highest priority, and also, making sure that he maintains that honor and that prestige of being the leader, provider, protector. And in this instance, I don't believe that that was done. In my opinion, you are going to have your opinion about what you saw or what you heard about, or about what you're going to see and hear. So I believe it was exploitation. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get the dictionary's definition of exploitation from Google. Number one, the action or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work. Two, the action of making use of and benefiting from resources. Okay, so let me say why I say that. Because when I saw our First Lady up there, congratulating him at the end, and what I saw, it was like she was patronizing the commander in chief by, by what, how she was handling him. So, you know what? I'm going to next show a video, of her leading him off the stage. And I'm just gonna comment, and I want you to really, really look at every person that you see in this video so that you can make your own fair, reasonable assessment. Now, okay, see the gentleman come across the stage. Look, he's holding out his hand. Look, Jill was kind of starting to move quickly, but then she slowed down a little bit. And then you see the gentleman, he actually put out his foot so that he could see the few steps to step down. Come on. I mean, really, come on. I know you're supposed to go up there and you're supposed to congratulate, your husband, your commander in chief, your spouse. But what it looked like, she was coming up there to assist him as a caregiver. Look, he did not come down the steps facing forward. President Biden had to turn to the side. And before he stepped down, he was nervous. That's why I believe that the gentleman came over, held out his hand, and then you saw him lean in, because you know what? I felt like they thought that he might fall. And of course, Dr. Jill would not be able to pick him up. So they wanted to make sure that he did not stumble and fall. Come on. I mean, that's what my lenses captured. And then you saw him put out his foot like, this is the line. This is where you want to step. If that does not look like a geriatric deficiency or cognitive deficiency, cognitive, inability, if any of us have been around our loved ones or family members or friends, any person that we loved, and we saw, them in this manner. My grandmother used to live with us. She passed away at 92 years old, beautiful woman. But you know what? She was experiencing these delayed mental challenges, walking slow, shifting the feet. This is what we saw President Biden do, shifting the feet. We saw him slurring his words. We saw him grappling to try to remember what it is he needs to say, and also to process what the questions that they were asking him. We saw that. We saw confusion and we saw agitation. So let's go ahead and look at another video that I'm going to play for you all, that's going to listen to what Dr. Jill says to President Biden as he finishes the debate.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
For real? For real? Really? You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand. Seriously? I am baffled. I mean, I am befuddled. I really don't have the full vocabulary to express what it is that I saw and heard. You know what? This looks like when you are a parent and you're talking to your 4-year-old and you're coming up to them and you're saying, you is kind, you is smart, and you is intelligent. Y'all remember Viola Davis off The Help? That's what it felt like. I'm embarrassed. And she had the nerve to say, you answer all the questions and you knew all the facts. Come on, sis, stop lying. Neither one of them knew all the facts. And former President Trump and President Biden, they both lied. Okay? Because I'm not here about the donkey or the elephant. Let's tell the truth on both sides. Let's really come into owning the truth. And that's what we're looking at tonight. I'm like, own the truth. It's time for him to pass the baton, okay, on to someone else. This is where we are. You know what? I really believe that this was not right. So whoever fault it, it comes down to whether it's Joe Biden, because we understand men, they are stubborn. And even President Biden has said that himself. He can be stubborn. And we know when you're married, husbands are stubborn. They don't want to let go of, the status and saying, you know what, I can still do it, baby. I can still do it. I can still, no, sweetheart, you can't. It's time to go ahead and rest. Spend time with your wife. Spend time with your grandchildren, great-grandchildren. You're done. But we know why it's not so. We know. And to let this man get out here looking crazy like this is totally unacceptable. It is deplorable. And I really believe as a wife, she has more pull and credibility with him. But who knows? We don't know. That's just my assessment. But you know what? I really believe that he has, and this is my assessment, allegedly, he is looking like he has onset dementia or onset Alzheimer's because of what we've seen in previous information. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and look at a video that talks about this thing called sundowning. And sundowning is not an actual disease, but it is a symptom of Alzheimer's and dementia, so that you can really see and then go back and do research for yourself.
Today's video topic is sundowning. Sundowning is a phenomenon that occurs in individuals who suffer from dementia or Alzheimer's disease. It is characterized by an increased confusion and aggravation in the evening hours of the day, usually after the sun has gone down. It can be a disruptive and distressing condition for both the person with dementia and their caregivers. It is also known as late-day confusion or sundown syndrome.
He had confusion on the stage and he had agitation. We witnessed him use profanity a couple of times, of course, in his exchange with former President Trump. He agitation and confusion, that was part of it. We saw that. Let's continue.
Symptoms of sundowning. The signs and symptoms of sundowning can vary from person to person, but most of the time it includes increased confusion, agitation, pacing, restlessness, aggression, and disorientation. These symptoms may start as early as late afternoon and become more severe as the night progresses.
Look, here we go. We saw that as the night went on, as the night progressed, he began to get more and more confused, grappling for words, not really paying attention. He would look down often. And you have to understand, if you've experienced this, as I have, when someone has Alzheimer's or dementia, in the morning, they are very alert. They are refreshed. They are vibrant. They are able to articulate very well. Because they've had a chance to get their circadian rhythm back on track and become, alert. So they're focused. Let's continue.
Experiences sundowning. Sundowning is more common in people with Alzheimer's, but it can also occur in people with other forms of dementia, as well as those without dementia. It is estimated that up to 40% of people with Alzheimer's or dementia experience sundowning. Also, it is not uncommon for people with Parkinson's disease or.
Did you see the gentleman, the first gentleman on here? He was sitting there, he had his mouth open. If you notice with President Trump, not President Trump, excuse me, President Biden, You see him a lot now with his mouth open because I believe, his brain is processing and he's wanting to speak, but nothing is really coming forth. That's another observation or assessment to look at. Let's keep going.
Or other neurological disorders to experience sundowning as well. Sundowning can also occur in younger individuals with developmental disabilities. Causes of sundowning. The exact causes of sundowning is not known, but there are several theories that suggest it may be caused by a combination of psychological and environmental factors. Psychological factors may include fatigue, decreased activity levels, changes in circadian rhythms, and the body's response to light. Environmental factors may include disrupt sleep patterns and noise, lack of stimulation during the day, overstimulation in the evening, and changes in routine. How to manage sundowning. Sundowning can be managed by a caregiver with a combination of lifestyle modifications, environmental adjustments, and medications. These may include providing a consistent routine, minimizing exposure to noise and bright lights, avoiding activities that require complex thinking in the evening, avoiding drinking alcohol, avoiding drinking caffeine in the evening, and providing distractions. Also, the patient should be exposed to sunlight in the morning, as it helps maintaining the circadian rhythm. Medications for
Okay, see, there you have it. You know what? We saw it seemed like the lights kind of bother him. He would hold his head down. And look, in the studio, there are bright lights that are in there. And you know what? Again, that's just my assessment. So I want you guys to get down in the comments. Tell me, what you think. Tell me if you say, you know what, I think you're reaching, or just tell me your opinion, because I know what I saw and I know what I heard, and I've experienced a loved one with those same type of symptoms. And again, it is just very upsetting to see our president go through this. I thank you for watching.